Nope, still 8.5 on an A. Perfect. Alright, well, before we start, I'm going to explain my logic behind liking this item so much. And I want to put it on YouTube, you know, because I think we'll do a little YouTube thing right here at the start. So, hello everybody. Here we go. Welcome to the stream. We'll be right into it in just a moment. But, yeah, Shurelya's Reverie. So, this is the new item that's just come out. For those of you who weren't playing back then, this was actually an item in Season 3. They removed it from the game because it was sort of cancer. But they put it back in. And its new stats make it not as cancerous anymore. I think it used to just be like 200 health and like a bunch of health regen and shit. And basically, it was meant to be built on supports, but tanks would build it all the time, and it was just a nightmare. So they eventually removed it, and they replaced it with Talisman of Ascension to solidify it as a support item. But it's back, and the new stats that they've got on it. So let's go over what it is first. So, 2,100 gold gives you 40 ability power and 200 health, plus 10% cooldown reduction, plus 8% movement speed. So, based on these stats alone, I think the lore wiki fucking... And, you know, this isn't gospel, don't... Like, League of Legends is not played in a spreadsheet, remember that. So, but this item, in terms of gold value efficiency, is like 97% efficient, which is, you know, okay. But it's a very cheap item, 2,100 gold. One of the, cheapest completed items in the game. Its build path, as you can see here, is Aether Wisp and Kindle Gem. So, pretty nice build path. And, yeah, so basically this is not going to be built on most mainstream tanks. You're not going to be building this on Scion. You're not going to be building this on... I mean, I suppose you could build it on Galio, but he has enough sort of engagement abilities. I don't think he needs it. You're not going to build it on Maokai for the same reason. Though you might see it on those champions. Don't count that out. But, basically, I think this item is insanely good on Singed. Minish Cat 1 doesn't agree with me, because it delays Rylar's Leandries, which is a very good point. And also because it's not a very slot-efficient item. It is a gold-efficient item, but it's not very slot-efficient. He described it as a big Doran's item, which I sort of agree with. So, you know, what I mean by that is, if you buy a Doran's ring for 400 gold, you're getting way more than 400 gold worth of stats. But... you've got to, that slot's taken up. You can't put another item in that spot. So if you buy 6 Doran's rings, then you can't build anything else. You can't go up. So that's the downside of Doran's items. And this is essentially a big Doran's item. But let me go over why I think this item is so good on Singe. So let's just look at the stats. So what are the stats that Singe wants the most? In my opinion, the stats that Singe wants the most are, number one, I suppose it's debatable. I would say number one is ability power. You want ability power on the Singe, like, as a priority. You want that shit so bad. So, this gives 40 ability power, which isn't that much. It's just like a blasting wand, but it's still decent enough. Second one, in my opinion, is health. Singe has less priority to resistance items and resistances. Hey, J67, how you doing, man?
Try it. You'll like
Fire Mellow Man, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Singe has less emphasis on building resistance items because he has his ultimate, which gives him some innate resistances. Now, if you don't build any, if you just build straight health, you're going to get shredded anyways, because your ultimate doesn't give you enough. But, especially early on, and this is why Singe is such a good mid-game champion, because he can prioritize building AP and health instead of having to go into these niche resistance items because of his ult. Late game, when there's more damage, he sort of falls off a bit, because he can just fight through all the shitty resistances your ult gives. But this gives 200 health as well, which once again is not much, but it's still okay to have. But, the third one that I think Singe wants is movement speed. Singe loves movement speed. Flat movement speed is fucking amazing on Singe, or percent movement speed is fucking amazing on him. The problem is, and the reason why you'd never really build it, is because what items give percent movement speed? Like Luden's Echo? If you build a Luden's Echo on Singe, you're fucked. You get no health. You get no way to help you engage or do anything like that. So, yeah, you get a lot of AP, but it's sort of a troll item, really. Even Ankan, Kilo, who does AP Singe, doesn't build Ludens. So, but this is this is like a bruiser item. It's sort of like it's meant to be built on things like Lulu and Janna to give them some ability power, give them some health, let them move in. But it will be very, very good on Singe. And of course, we have the active ability, which you grant yourself and nearby allies plus 40% movement speed for 3 seconds on a 60-second cooldown. It's like a mini Righteous Glory. That's basically what this is. It's like a sort of AP Bruiser-ish Righteous Glory. But unlike Righteous Glory, where, you know, if you're up against a Swain top and you want to rush Righteous Glory, you feel really bad doing that. But this you can build into any matchup top lane. It's health. It doesn't matter who you're up against. It even works against true damage. It's very good. And also, I thought that building this item first would sort of make me feel like, ugh, you know, like 40 ability power, that's not much for this big of an item. Yeah, same dude. What are you talking about? Hey everybody. Thank you, Alpaca Mecca. How you doing, man? Thank you for the donation, man. Jesus Christ, you give me so much money. I appreciate it, man. Anyways, this is for YouTube, so I got to get back on track. Sorry, I'll thank you more in a second. But yeah, this active is so fucking nice. First of all, it's not like Righteous Glory where you can only use it to run at people. You can just use it whenever you want to go anywhere. Just, you know, while split pushing it, so I've been collapsed on a bunch of times, and I've used this movement speed boost to be able to escape getting collapsed on. If you use Alt, Ghost, and pop this active, you are so fucking fast, it is unbelievable. And by the way, this 8% movement speed, well, yeah, the 8% movement speed combined with magical boots upgraded to Merc Treads or Ninja Tabi gives you like 440 movement speed. Just in general, just base. So you can imagine with this active and Ghost and your Alt and your passive how fast you will go. Now, once again, the weakness, and another weakness of this item is bad slot efficiency and also bad sell value. The League Wiki has this at like 1,450 gold sell value. That's not correct. In-game, I've seen, the sell value of this item is about 900 gold. Now, that's pretty fucking bad. That's like 40%-ish. For reference, Rylai's costs 500 gold more, 2,600, and its sell value is like 1,700-ish. So, if we, you know, price by price, this has 300 gold less sell value than Rylai's. And that's actually significant because you don't want to be keeping this item to the end of the game. Basically, once you hit 6 items, you've got... Ideally, the dream build is Shurelya's Reverie, Rylai's Liandry's, and then 2 tank items and boots. That's the dream build. But once you get to that point, you want to sell this. You want to sell this and buy a 3rd tank item. It's just not going to be as useful. You can sell and buy Righteous Glory if you want. But the point is, it's not slot efficient. So you basically have 5.5 items if you have a completed 6 item build along with this. And the low sell value sort of hurts that. Now, one thing I've sort of been theory crafting is maybe you sell boots and keep this because of the base movement speed, but I don't think that's a really good idea, but who knows? I'll give it a try at some point. So yeah, I really, really like this item. As you can see here, I've tested it a bunch already. Where are we? Go to match history. See, I've tested it a bunch already. 5 games. These 4 defeats, by the way, I'm pretty sure all of them were due to a losing bot lane. So yeah, there's that. But it's very good. It's a very nice item, and I think I'm gonna do like the Nostradamus. Yeah, it's quite cheap. That is true.
Try it.
RoboBrain, man, thanks for the follow. I honestly think this is gonna be a staple in AP Bruiser Singed. I think that once Minishcap gives it a try, he's gonna really like it. Yeah, it does delay Rylai's and Andrews, but it's a fairly cheap delay. It's not like having to buy a Rod of Ages first, and the stats it gives are just so amazing. So, yeah. Let's get back into it, shall we?